Here we are, fishing again. We've come down to Radcot today to do a little bit. Not great conditions for fishing at all. It's a bream day today, so it's bream or bust, I think. The rivers rose up about a foot from yesterday. Whether they're just letting the water run off because they're expecting more rain, I don't know. I can tell you it's really messed the fishing up. October has been absolutely awful. We've had a couple of days at it, and we really love October for them, chub. Anyway, me and Sheddy, we've come down to Radcot Down. We're going to try for them bream today. So I'm on peg 16 today. I'm going to fish a pole feeder out at about 4 or 5 metres. I've loaded it up with ground bait. I've actually put it in on the large bait dropper. It's that rough, the current. I'm not even sure it's going to get down there, so we shall see. That's where I'm going to fish. I haven't put in yet, but basically this is peg 16. A lovely chub peg on its day, but it's not going to go today, I'm afraid. It's bream or nothing. So I'm somewhere in line with that tree. Somewhere about there I'm going. That's about 12 foot at the minute. I've got a 50-gram feeder on. That's just about holding it there. Sheddy's, he's down on well, we're going to say 16 and a half, so he's got a couple of feeder rods set up. He's got a ground bait feeder and a maggot feeder, so he's going to use a bit of ground bait in there first on his ground bait feeder, using up a bit of chop worm by the look of it. So he's somewhere down here, which is about 10 foot at the minute. You ain't going to go any farther out. That water is absolutely horsing through. If we catch anything today, it'd be a miracle, I can assure you. So we're keeping an eye on what the river does today, whether it rises up or goes down. Who knows? We're expecting some more rain tomorrow. Yeah, thank you for all those who've watched the video, by the way. Gosh, we didn't expect to get, well, it's about near 380 at the minute when I'm recording this. That is absolutely fantastic for a couple of no-opers like ourselves fishing. But anyway, really pleased with that. Anyway, you can see what ground bait I've been chucking in. I've chucked in 10 big bait droppers of ground bait out there, because, as I say, we're going for bream or nothing today, and that is a big bait dropper. That's as big as mine, one of the biggest we can get. Yeah, we'll put the net in. Let's see what we can get. We'll do a bit of videoing later. Thank you. Well, I've come down to see how Sheddy's doing. We're trying to avoid the blank down at Radcot. So Sheddy's moved on to a worm feeder now, is it?
Yeah, ground bait feeder now.
Ground bait feeder.
I did think I had a bite on the maggot feeder. So I've got 2 rods set up. This is my this is a bit of a lobworm on there at the minute, but this is how it's set.
Let's have a look. Let's have a zoom in. Let's have a look. So that's two
well, float stops they are, but you can move them about. But that goes down.
Have a look at that, Sheddy. Can't see it. So you've got two float stops.
Yeah, that's a twizzle boom.
Twizzle boom.
Down to a loop with an 18 swivel. I like having a swivel because I don't get tangles.
Yeah.
But then, with that on a swivel, I always have things like that. I can always put the feeder down here and have a paternoster then off, which I fish with a lot in the summer, because I think it kicks off when it's weedy. It tends to kick off more. Or if I'm chucking it hell of a distance, it's like a helicopter rig. If you have the line off of that swivel, then paternoster style. And also my top secret
here coming out
that I've won a lot of matches on when the chub are proper having it is a method called the dink.
Oh yeah, we're going to do the dink. We're going to do a whole episode on the dink, so don't get overexcited about it, but we are going to do that.
Which, if I'm fishing a conventional feeder, I can soon put the feeder on that swivel, and then the dink, you would have about 2 to 3 inches of line your hook length there, it looks awful, but it works.
Yeah, so the
Proper
dink,
works.
there, so there you are, the dink. Master of the dink, David. We're going to have a little go at that at some point. Anyway, what you loading up with then? What ground bait you got on there? What's this ground bait?
Always when it's like this is fish meal. It is F1 sweet and like green fish meal.
What you got in there? A bit of caster?
A bit of caster and a bit of chop worm.
Bit of chopped worm in his little pot on his own. Just pops it in there.
Just put a bit in, and even though I did have a bite, think I had a bite on the maggot feeder. I'll go back on it in a minute. I just want to get the bit of chop worm in.
So there we are.
And I'll show you. I'll chuck this out and maggot feeder. We're hoping for a big bream. Just down beyond that bush. Let that settle. My other rod, this is my big fish rod, I call, because that's on the £6 hook length, number 13 hook. This is my light rig, which is set up exactly the same, or bar. This is a £3 or 3/8 suplex hook length, and to my lovely 17B 711.
There you are.
Hook for the maggot. So just pick that up, go on the maggot.
Now I look forward to coming fishing when it ain't raining, actually. But,
yes, it chucks it down every time we fish.
Every time we fish.
If
If we can get away without blanking today, it's going to be a miracle, I can tell you. But stick with us.
This river is nasty, and I'm very concerned because I look through that gap yonder, and that water is getting closer across the field.
Yeah, we got some. We could be just over there. That river's getting above the banks, so it ain't easy today, but it's better than sitting at home. Well, it's been a couple of hours we've been messing around, and Sheddy's finally hooked into something on the feeder. Sorry?
Well, I'm blowed.
Well, there we are. Miracles do happen.
You wouldn't believe, what is it on a day like today? It's a chub.
Look at that.
Would you have thought? That's the last fish I expected to catch today, is a chub.
There you are. We thought we wasn't going to get no action today, but that's a chub. Oh, go £1.5, I expect. Maybe. What are you thinking?
I got to get my bleeding net wet now, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you are. But there, he's had a little rattle earlier on.
It was a bite, see.
Yeah, it was a bite. That's the first bite we've had today.
Amazing.
Amazing. So I've not had nothing on the pole feeder yet. I'm still messing about out there. The river hasn't actually gone up at all. Colour may be running out of it a little bit. We shall see. Okay, hopefully get some more action. So I'm just going to give you a different angle of where we're fishing today. So you can see Sheddy, if I zoom in on him a little bit over there, that's where Sheddy is. I'm up a bit further up. I have had one knock on the pole feeder, so I've just rebaited and had a walk down. Let's shoot that in a little bit. So that's where we are. If we come around this tree here, this is what they call the bay. So there's a there's let's get my fat finger in there. There's Sheddy, and this is all the bay. There was a match one in this bay about 3 weeks ago when we last fished it, because they tend to hold up there. So, and across the field there, that's what they call the cricket bat field across the river there. As you can see, let's zoom in on that. We're just about to burst the banks and go over. So tomorrow, with an extra 12 mil of rain, that's going to be all across that. I'm going to say the cricket bat field. It's where they have the caravans and all that. So I can only presume that they've made cricket bats out of them willow trees. So anyway, back to it. We're going to give it another hour. Yeah, hopefully we catch.
Yeah.
Right, I looked into something. I've hit something on the pole feeder here. I don't let it go out any further. God. I've never taken him over this current. Don't know what it is yet. Haven't brought it to the surface. As you can see from the pole, I got a very strange way of fishing this pole feeder, but it seems to work for me. It's not little because it's not coming to the top. So feels a bit breamy to me. As long as he doesn't go out in that current, we'll be able to land him. That's about 12 or 13 foot deep underneath my feet, so it's not easy. Off he goes for a run down the river. Let's keep him up. No, he's off again, he's off again. Let's see what go. Now he's diving down. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, he's there. You wait. You don't want him out in that current. It's tricky. Oh, he's under that. Oh, he's up. Look at the perfection of that hog. Oh, he's a chub. That's what he is. I thought he was going to be a bream. I'll get him out then. Oh. Oh.
Well done, that man. And that
There
is
you are. You can see that.
that
I
is
waited all day for that.
a proper
A
chub.
proper chub that one is on the pole feeder. Oh, right, thank you. We'll okay, just so I can show you what I do to fish a pole feeder. It's a bit bizarre contraption, but it does work. So I got the end of a aqualite feeder rod that I absolutely hated, a heavy feeder it was. I've thread some elastic through it, so it works out the bottom of the eye and then goes through the top. Generally just works like a quiver. That slips over the end of my pole nicely. I have a little float that I like to put on there because I love watching a float. Then that just runs down to my feeder. So literally, if you can get two indications with a bite. You can either see the top doing silly things, or you'll see this float going under. A simple method. I don't tend to use the little bit of. Some of them have put a light little bit of elastic in the line there, so it's really sensitive to the bites. When we're fishing down here for these sort of fish, I honestly can't see the point. So we just look for the wrap around and the float going under. I mean, it works for me. It doesn't work for everybody. So that's just a little insight on how I fish a pole feeder. Thank you.
Have a look. I haven't.
Right, that's it. Today's over with. We were hoping to catch some fish today, and we haven't blanked, so praise the Lord. Sheddy's caught one chub, so we'll have a quick weigh of that. Not going to break any records with this one, but it's nice to have a little bit of a weigh in. Not too bad. I mean, we'd have been grateful for that at the start of the day. We thought we were going to blank. £1.5 on that one. Shedster. Just chuck that one back.
Put him back.
Chuck him back in, mate. Nicely. And
Thank you, Mr. Chubb.
thank you. We're grateful for that today. As I say, it's still raining. It's still raining.
Just for a change.
Just for a change. So, while I'm pulling this up,
This is a proper chub, mate.
this is a proper chub.
I had the puppy.
Dave had the puppy. Make sure you put a like on our videos if you're watching them. It'd be really nice, and even subscribe, because you know, we're going to make a few, and so. Oh. There we are. Let's get this out without too much of a kerfuffle. Shove him on. So there we are. Put that on there and see what we got on this one.
Just over a pound.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Feels a bit more than that.
4.5, 5.
£5, 4 ounces that one.
Beautiful.
Beautiful fish. We'll see if we can get you. Who's fucking stop it there. It's alright, we just had a phone call right in the middle of that weighing of that fish, which we were. So anyway, there's my chub today. £5, 4 ounces on the pole feeder. Strange old contraption but it works. We didn't blank. It's pouring with rain. Make sure you subscribe or like our videos, and that will make us very happy. We'll put another one on next time it's raining. We'll be straight out on it.
We just can't wait.
We can't wait.
Can't get enough of it.
We won't be fishing here tomorrow. It'll be all over the fields because there's another 12 mil coming in. Thank you very much, everybody.